then come down, and then something under this low, because buyers was in control here. This is buyer's territory. Price was even hesitating here. So whenever price is back under that level, then I would go for a sell to create a lower low, which would be somewhere here. This level of buyers here, which is this level of buyers. All right, so I'm currently in this gold trade here. I'll do a breakdown of this. If you see it in the future, maybe you can catch it. All right, so coming into yesterday. So I had a video yesterday. I didn't post it, but I had a video yesterday explaining that. Let me just explain this. So I had this drop. Um, this is when. So I had this drop Monday, right? We had this drop Monday, and we had a high, and then price came and break this. Price break this low here, right? So let's go on the 1 hour. Price break this low here, and I was explaining that I'm not gonna sell unless price come back to a specific level. Wait, no, actually this, yeah, price break this low here. Let me just put it to the, yeah, price broke that level. Explain that I'm not gonna sell unless price came back to that level, and price was rejecting here. It collects some collects some liquidity and all of that, right? So automatically this would be my last high here, because this is the last lower high. And why I marked this, because this was the last low that price broke from. So ideally, when you're looking for a trade, you want to see gradual, like you want to see price go down in one direction gradually, right? So I have a lower high, lower low, and in this zone here would be my no trade zone, because in between that zone there is no high and there is no low. So everything in this direction, in this zone here, is just collecting money, right? So if you would have enter a trade there somewhere in this zone here, you'd be prone to get stopped out, because the market can do anything there. I mean, the market can do anything anytime, because it is unpredictable, right? So market came up to this level yesterday, and I went down. I zoomed down to the 15, not the 5, the 15. 5 is okay, but the 15, I'm starting to kind of level up a bit. So in terms of the time frames, that is, so the 15 was the lowest time frame I went down to. I saw that this is my last low here, right? And instantly I placed the alarm right below this level. Place the alarm right here, right? And then the 15-minute broke out. So what that is showing me, that if I have a lower high and a lower low, and price came back to that zone to create a low, what really confirmed that this is the lower high that I'm looking for, like this whole zone here that I'm looking for, what really confirms that that is the lower high, is when price start to break down, when price starts to go back down. Meaning, in an uptrend, price break highs, in a downtrend, price break lows. So if this is my zone right here, and I set my alert that this black line here, and instantly I set a different alert here, because this is the last low under that zone which I'm gonna enter. I know that, hey, price is bearish in a downtrend. So if price is bearish in a downtrend, I'm gonna enter there, right? So I entered there last night. That was around 9 p.m. Price came up, trickle up, dropped down, and then from where I entered, market dropped like 70, roughly 75 points this morning. So that's pretty good. Um, then I woke up around this zone here, and I saw that, hey, this is the last low. So if price is gonna create a lower low, I saw that, hey, that is the last low, and then this was my entry point. That was my entry area. So price came back to that entry point, and then it's broken this low. So what I'm gonna do here is, what I did here was add a new contract once price break this low. So you can see at 8:55, I add a new contract once price break this low, and then I moved on my stops. So my trade was something like this. Stop loss above that level. However, once price is breaking that low, I'm like, okay, price wants to go lower. So I entered here. So that's why I have two micro contracts right now. I have two micro contracts right now, and I'm currently up what, 600. So that's good. That's good. So just a recap. We are enter, price broke a low, come up, create a lower high, confirm that it's bearish because it's break this low here. I enter here, stop loss above here. Price came down, create a lower high. Um, Come back to my entry point, and then after that, price break that low, and then I add a new contract here, move stops here. So what I'm doing here is adding to my winners, right? Adding to my winners, and then now, um, price create a lower low. So let's see if price create a lower low. Now it create a lower high. What really confirms that this is a lower high here is because this support area here, the market break that support area, right? So this 15-minute doesn't close as yet, but the 5-minute already closed. So a candle already closed below this area. So let's see if the market is gonna go to create a lower low. And the next level of buyers would be, so the market came here this morning. The market came and stopped here. So from my entry point, the market stopped here and reversed this morning. Yep. So if it's gonna create a lower low, it's gonna go to the next level of buyers, which would be on the 1 hour. I'm seeing, let's just clone this. On this 1 hour, I'm seeing this support here. So if this go here, this would be a banger trade, to be honest. If this break below this level. And but and the 4 hour, the reason why I put the alert, that alert right there, is on this 4 hour. Just look at this 4 hour. That's how the market trick us sometime. Like, look at the 4 hour. This look like a support here. So I'm like, okay. So I want the big move. I want the big, like, everything. However, if it's gonna create a lower low, this would be a next level of buyers below that low here. So um let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Let's just see. So that's the current trade right now. Um, it's looking good. So yeah. So that's it. That's it for that. And for US 30. So let's go on US 30. US 30 is dropping hard. But I like to see that because the market was consolidating. So I catch this buy here. Wait, no, I catch this buy here from here to here. Right? But on US 30, what I'm seeing, the next level of buyers would be somewhere down here. So let's see if the market is gonna even have the volume to reach here today. There's news. There's no news, and there's a next news at 2:30 in the next like 18 minutes. So let's see if the market is gonna drop here. But then this is a lower low, and the last high is I would say the last high is here, that black line here. So if the market can come up here and back below this level, I would take a sell. So the market come here, bam, like anywhere here, just reverse, come back here, bam, and then come back below this level. I wouldn't eventually sell once it's back below this level. I would like to see like a build up. So once I have a build up market structure and price break a low below that low, then I would enter there to go for a lower low. And the lower low would be this level of support here because this is a level of buyers. So yeah, that's how you trade the trend.